Hello, everybody. Good afternoon to you. I am here with Sam, and we are going to talk about Go for Gold. And I always like to say, here is the disclaimer. First of all, I have to pull the video up in front of me in case you guys have questions. The disclaimer here is that what these things are is basically whenever I buy anything, whether it's a course, I don't care how much money it is, I don't care how much time I have to spend on it. Whenever I get anything, if I'm investing time or money into anything, I really want to know that what I'm getting is actually going to solve the problem that I have, right? So I can tell you until I'm blue in the face what problem I'm trying to solve here for you guys, right? But am I really helping you solve the problem? That's where we need to hear from people and testimonials and things like that. So that's why we do these videos here. So I am with Sam, and we are talking about Go for Gold today, which is the system itself that allows you to nurture a lead, well, attract leads first, and then nurture leads into members in a very heart-centered, authentic way. So basically puts you front and center instead of the stuff that you sell. So anywho, Sam, how long have you been with Young Living?
This June is my 3rd year, so we're celebrating our 3rd anniversary.
Yeah. And people always want to know rank. What rank are you?
I've been silver for a year.
Silver for a year. Okay, awesome.
We ended May with a gold OGV.
This last May, like just this last May? Okay. Oh my. Well, shucks. So before Go for Gold, what was life like? Like, what were the problems that you were encountering in your business?
So I've been looking for a system for a very long time. Since when I started with Young Living, my enroller said, hey, did you know you could do the business? I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I'm gonna do it. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I had no idea what I was gonna do. And she was pretty new to the business too. So everybody was in the same boat. There wasn't no system or no teaching from our upline. So I think that's like a generation problem that we've been having. Yeah. And everybody was like, just share. But like, what is just share? Right.
What does that mean? Right.
Like,
exactly.
Do I just go around and put everywhere what I do? And classes were not my thing. I didn't want to do them. I have a very busy schedule. We volunteer. So we have a very, very busy schedule. So classes was not my thing. And I felt bad telling my builders, do classes, because I didn't do it. And I'm like, how am I telling them to do something that I am not doing? So I always felt bad. So I've been trying to find a system for 3 years. And it's been a ride. I tried tons of different things, tons of different groups with IPAs, but it was never a system. It was always just do this today, do that today. And I'm like, but what about the rest of the day? Will you just do this and that's it? Like, what else do I need to do? And always stuffing people with information. And so Go for Good came in a very good timing because we needed that. So it was been amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. So I understand what you're saying. I mean, clearly, anybody that's known me 5 minutes knows that I don't do classes. I just don't. I got into business for myself in order to have more time, not to have less time in my life. And I think that there's a stat, and I don't know how true it is. It was like, I heard it somewhere, that it was like you put 9 hours worth of work, like typically you put 9 hours worth of work into a 45-minute class. And to me, the roll of the dice on whether someone's going to show up to a class or not is not worth the 9 hours of potential payoff. So my mind is like, oh no, what?
Like who am I going to invite? Like, I don't have my friends on Facebook, they're not around me. They're far from here. Who am I going to invite here? And then you see somebody saying, oh, tell people to invite other people. And I'm like, no, that doesn't sound right. So I'm like, I just needed something.
Yeah,
I was hungry for something.
Good, good. I love that. So, okay, so whenever you start, well, first of all, how did you hear about Go for Gold in the first place?
Well, I heard about it because of Carrie Ryan. You interviewed her a while
Yeah.
ago. Carrie and I, we are crossline friends,
Uh-huh.
and we met. I don't even know how we met, but we met maybe 2020, 18 around Black Friday,
Uh-huh.
and she was having some ideas and all of that. And that was like the first time I hit silver. It was on the Black Friday 2018. And she came, we were talking. She said, girl, I found this girl and this system. And she started telling me without telling me what it was. And I'm like, what the heck? I need to know what she's talking about. Like, what is, tell me more. She's like, well, I can't
She
really
did a
tell you.
curiosity
It's just
post on you.
training. And I'm like, oh my God, Carrie. So she sent me to you, and I'm like, well, if you say it's good, it's good. I'm gonna do it. And at the same day, I went ahead and I told some other crossline friends and some of my downline, and I have a bunch of friends that got Go for Gold because of that.
That is awesome. That's, I mean, the name of the game is to move this company, right? The name of
And
the,
one thing, I'm sorry, it was
oh,
really
you're good.
strange because before Carrie, I had seen on my Facebook your ad.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
kept seeing the ad, and I'm like, who is this chick? And why do I keep seeing this ad on my Facebook? I don't know who she is. Like, she hit gold in 6 months. Good for her. And I'm like, what in the world is, why am I seeing this? But I had no idea that Go for Gold was a thing back then.
That is so funny. Yes, I do Facebook ads too, you guys. Also, there's a training in Silver Made Simple on how to do Facebook ads because they do things. And you can use them for your teams. You have to be very smart about how you do it. You do not make a Facebook ad to join Young Living, okay? Like that you do not do. It wouldn't work, and I don't think you're allowed to do it anyway. But that is beside the point. But okay, so you heard about Go for Gold. You initially, so you didn't even sit on the fence at all. You were just like, okay, yeah, I'm in. Because it's so
What
low
is
cost
this?
that it's like whatever.
I said, what is this? Where's the website? I looked you up online to see like who is Martha on the web. So I did a
Yeah.
little. I found your website. I saw people talking about red juice, and I'm like, wait, but they're talking about Nisha, and she has this training. This doesn't make sense. But she said you're gonna love it, and I said, okay, send me the link, and she sent me the link, and I bought it. It was just like that. I didn't watch any video, any interviews, nothing.
Oh man, I love that. I love it. And now you lived happily ever after.
We're almost there.
So what is one of the biggest differences in your life now that you have done Go for Gold, or differences in your business, hence your life?
So one of the big things, and it's something that it's a culture thing, and it's something that I'm trying to change with my builders too, is the fact that we're always thought just sell the PSK, sell the PSK, sell
Yeah.
the PSK, without actually finding out what people need. And I have cases that I have signed up people and they went inactive, and it's probably because that's not what they needed.
Right.
But I didn't know better. So this is something that I tell them all the time, and even for the ones who don't have Go for Gold yet, it's something I tell them: find out what people need and go from there.
Yeah.
Last month we had 118 new members, and I think a huge part of it is because people's needs are being met.
Yes.
It's not just pushing things. So
right.
it's just amazing that we don't have to push what that feeling that you're being pushy. It's
Right.
out there because now we are actually finding out what they need. And for friends in our group that don't have Go for Good, I tell them, find out what they need, ask them questions, go on the website and look for testimonies to help them with that, and show them what they actually need instead of thinking everybody needs the BSK, because that's not true.
Yes, that has been, man, I'm so glad that we're finally sort of like crushing that concept of, because it was a very strong thought form, I guess, in Young Living to begin with was like PSK, PSK, PSK. You heard it trickle down from the top all the time. And it's not, nobody was malicious in doing that. They just didn't understand. Typically when people say things like that, it's not because they're being like rude or anything. It's just they don't know a better way. But the better way is to like ask what people are looking for, right? What are you looking to do here, right? What are we doing? Let's actually make some educated responses, thoughtful responses, instead of just an overall everybody needs this oil kit because it's what, typically $420 and it's $165 in this kit. A lot of people, they try to sell on money or on discount, but if people don't understand what that stuff does for them, no discount in the world is gonna matter. The discount is where that's what you talk about at the end. So like the end of the conversation cheat sheet, that's where you would mention a discount. Oh, and by the way, you get all of this stuff and it's only for that, however much it is.
Right.
That's where that matters. People lead with it though, and they're like, why doesn't that work? Well, because they have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, because before it's like people are like, I'm interested. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. So we have this kit and this 12 oils and this much price and you get this much discount, and then you're left on scene and nobody responds back.
They're like, whoa, I was just asking about some lavender, right? I'm so scared. So that's so funny. Where do you think, I have to ask this question now, where do you think that your business would be right now if you hadn't done Go for Gold?
At the same place that it was for months before.
Yeah.
I am so happy and fortunate that my builders have seen the value in Go for Gold, and they have gotten into, because the same system that I was lacking, they were also lacking because I didn't have it to give to them.
Right.
So all this growth that we're seeing is not just me doing the Go for Gold work, it's them doing the work too. So I believe that if they were not hungry for it, and if I was not hungry for it, we would not be seeing the growth that we have been seeing this past 3 months. It's been just insane. And when I got Go for Gold, I didn't start right away, and we had my grandpa died, and I didn't do it for a while. And Paulina, who you also interviewed, she's in my downline, and she started having so much success, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to get to it. So I binge watched, and I watched all the videos, and then later I see Martha saying, it's on Netflix. And
don't do it. Yeah, this ain't Netflix.
So I went back, and I spent most of May doing and actually implementing everything and get the website ready and get the groups going. And so I'm done watching everything, but we are in the final, we're almost there, actually putting all the blend together and in place. So it takes time. It's not day to night, but it's worth it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if you guys got that OGV, that gold OGV, you're getting close. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. So what would you say to somebody that's sitting on the fence right now? This will be the last question. So if somebody's sitting out there.
Get up and do it. Just get up, get your credit card, and buy the training. And tell your people to buy the training too, so everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
It's good. It's worth every single penny.
It's so inexpensive, you guys. Like I mean, for the training that you guys get, like on literally how to do all the things, seriously, that it's an insane amount. It's so inexpensive for what it is. But cool. Well, thank you so much for spending your time with me, Sam. This has been nice. You have a good rest of your day. Everybody else watching, have a good rest of your day too. And I will see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.